Hey y'all, today I want to share the process and my heart behind creating my little guy's sensory bedroom. I did not realize how under-supported his room had become until I started watching him more closely. As he is growing, his needs are changing, and if I'm honest, I hadn't adjusted this space to grow with him. I added a few things here and there, but it needed more. His rooms just was not serving him at all. From this point on, I knew I wanted something different for him, a calming environment, but even more than that, a space that truly supported his needs. Raising a nonverbal child means I don't always get words to tell me something isn't working. And if I'm being honest, that's something I still wrestle with internally. So I do my best to watch him. I pay attention. I look at what his behavior is communicating, and I just try my best to just notice. I'm the type of person who will research something to death. With there being so much information out there about sensory tools and sensory rooms, I found myself almost paralyzed, afraid of making the wrong choice, afraid of not knowing, and afraid I wouldn't create the right kind of space for him. But at some point, I realized he doesn't need a perfect sensory room. He just needs a space that supports him. So I let go of all of that overthinking, and I decided it was just time to create. And that is how we got here today. When I was designing his room, I knew I wanted it to support a few key things: movement and regulation, a calming area he can retreat to, structure and independence, organization for his tools, and of course, his own personal touch. All right, so assembling and putting together his spinning chair. I spin on this thing for, y'all see it. I got off this thing dizzy and I had to go sit down for a second. Anyway, really cool addition to his room. Now, when it came to storage, I knew we needed more of it, but I did not want it to take up extra space in his actual room. So that's why I chose the closet. Of course, I needed a little help on this one. So I went to my husband and I asked him if he could help me because I have this idea. And he knows me by now to know my ideas usually involve him doing all the work and me just being the supervisor. So here we go. I drew up a simple little plan on how I wanted to look, and he brought my vision to life. I really wanted something that will hold his sensory tools and toys, etc., while being organized and easily accessible for him. I cannot wait to show you guys how this turned out. I love it. Now, for this change we made was I needed to update his bookshelf. The one we had before just was not holding enough books. His collection is growing, and I just didn't like the way the books were stacking and overflowing, and the swapping out was just a little annoying. So this is why I had to update his bookshelf. This bookshelf did come in white, did not match the vibe that I was going for. So of course I grabbed some spray paint. I also swapped out his old posters for new ones, but I'll show you why in a minute. Now, let's talk about this rock climbing wall because y'all, this part I was super excited about. Well, excited to design it and watch my husband bring it to life. I knew I wanted to support movement. Having a safe way for him to just climb and use his body felt so important. The girls even helped paint it, which made it even more special. Seeing everyone come together to create something just for him truly meant a lot. And I have to say, I am beyond proud of how it turned out. All right, y'all, so we are getting super close to the reveal. I am so excited. Here we go. First, these posters really show his personal touch, y'all, because Michael loves all things basketball. Adding in these visual aids has helped him tremendously with learning his routines. And check out this huge digital clock. It shows the time, date, day, and weather. Over here, we've got the completed bookshelf. It looks so nice and organized. Check out this poster with numbers. It goes up to 100 because he loves counting, and we use this in our homeschool. It has been a really big help. And over here, we got his basketball themed calendar, another way to bring his favorite things into the space. I also really like these touch lights for his room. He loves interacting with these. These have been a hit as well. Love this magnetic board. He loves playing with it, and y'all, I also use it as a part of our homeschool with him and I. Alright, so right here, I just want to show you guys his ceiling fan. It does have adjustable lighting. I can just easily flip it on or off to change the brightness depending on what he needs at the moment. Alright, let's dive into the closet to reveal this custom made cabinet. Look how nice it came out. This is perfect for all of his sensory toys. Now they all have a place to keep him organized, easy for him to access and to put away. Also, here we have some visual aids to help him with his clothing. These have been really helpful. Y'all, let's get into how cute this little pop-up tent is. This tent I love because, like I just said, it can pop up and I can easily break it down and put it underneath his bed when we're not using it. Perfect. It does not take up any space in his room permanently. Love that. Whenever we need it, I will just pop it up. He'll grab his little light machine or his sensory toys that lights up, and he'll hop in and just play. This is so common. I find myself in here as well, just relax, and it's just really peaceful, y'all. We really love this tent. We have also been loving this vibration plate. It helps give the input his body naturally seeks, and it has been a hit for us. All right, y'all, what do you think about this reveal? I am loving his space. Watching him explore the space and use the tool we added, super excited. Seeing him climb, spin, play, learn, and build independence just makes me so proud of how this room turned out. I am so grateful for this journey with my little guy, and I'll continue learning and adding new tools to support his growth. So what about y'all? Leave a comment below and tell me, what are some tools or ways you've added into your home to support your child's growth? I would love to hear your ideas. And as always, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.